Welcome back. Our next guest has literally one of the sweetest jobs out there. David Borghesani, he is a chocolate historian. He's helping kids learn more about the tasty treat and even get behind the scenes of Ethel M Chocolate Factory. We've all seen the tour, you know, you're taking through the glass, but to actually get behind it would be pretty cool. David's here from Mars Wrigley. It's great having you, my friend.
Thank you, Sean. Great to be here.
How do you become a chocolate historian?
Well, many, many years of loving history, studying history in school, and then parlaying that into a career with a major corporation who has been a fantastic company to work for. It's been great.
It's fantastic.
They've given me a great opportunity in life to share my passion.
Absolutely. Well, let's talk about some of the history. And actually, American Heritage Chocolate, it's a Mars Wrigley brand, kind of goes through the heritage of chocolate from years past, doesn't it?
Well, Mars believes that learning global history through the lens of chocolate makes every aspect of learning fun. So that is why we created American Heritage Chocolate. It's a unique and artisanal chocolate based upon recipes and flavors from the 1700s. And Mars is committed to this mission of education, helping students discover their culture, their heritage, their stories. And one of the things we did, Sean, was we actually partnered with National Geographic Book to create an educator's guide. And this is designed for educators, teachers, to create exciting ways to learn global history using chocolate as an engagement tool for learning. And then we partnered with a great social enterprise called First Book. And First Book's mission is to provide really valuable resources, especially to children and students in need. They believe that no student anywhere, regardless of school, should ever be in need of having great books and great resources and materials. And they helped us distribute these books to classrooms and students between the grades of 4 through 8.
And I mean, here's the one thing, if you're going to teach anything and make sure the kids are paying attention, chocolate's a great thing to teach.
So one of the cool things we're doing today, and you mentioned our factory out in Henderson.
Yes, which is remarkable. So fun.
We're bringing over 180 students from C.C. Roanoke as well as Whitney Elementary Schools there for a reading and discovery experience.
Oh, how cool is this?
Now, what's a reading and discovery experience?
Yeah, exactly.
It sounds cool.
Reading, I know what reading is.
Right.
What are we discovering?
So one of the fun things we're going to do is we're going to show them with a hands-on experience how chocolate was made back in the 18th century, and then show them how chocolate is made today, kind of a chocolate then and chocolate now experience. And then we're going to give them a nice guided tour through our 600 species cactus garden. And then one of the things we're going to do is we're actually going to have associates from the facility reading this book here called The Candy Bomber. Now, this is a fantastically warm story about this one soldier who wanted to bring people together using candy as a vehicle. So they're going to read some excerpts from it, and then we're going to give each student a copy of the book, plus some other cool learning supplies and gifts to go home and learn. And then we're actually going to go ahead and give these two schools $1,000 in funds to use on the First Book Marketplace.
Oh, fantastic.
So that they can buy much needed books and materials for their students.
This is so cool. Then what makes a chocolate company like Mars not just say, you know what, we make chocolate, call it a day? What makes them want to get into the education game and help out like this?
That's a great question, Sean, because the Mars family has had a passion for global history as well as the arts. And one of the things that they do is they support historic sites across the country as well as institutes for learning, places like the Washington National Opera, Thomas Jefferson's Monticello. And our brand is really built on the cornerstone of education as one of our key pillars, which is why we partner with First Book to really help provide critical materials, books, and other resources to students.
Awesome. We got about 45 seconds left. Let's get into the history. When was the first? When does chocolate enter the American lexicon?
That's great. Well, I'll tell you what, it goes way back before then. Actually, chocolate has been around for over 3,500 years. We date it back to an early tribe from the Amazon region called the Olmecs, back to 1500 BC. Chocolate actually hits the shores of North America in the 1400s down in St. Augustine and eventually into, of all places, Boston, Massachusetts.
Heard of it.
1670, we actually find chocolate making an appearance. But one of the things, Sean, you might not know is that we primarily drank our chocolate.
Really?
For over 3,000 years, people like George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Benjamin Franklin, they drank a cup of chocolate. How about this? often for breakfast.
You know what? That's my breakfast going forward. Yeah. It's great having you, buddy. What a cool gig. It's so great to have you.
Thank you for having me, Sean. We appreciate it.
Great opportunity for your kids to learn in the sweetest way possible. If you want to learn more about Mars Wrigley and their American Heritage chocolate brand, you can head to the website you see on your screen. Mars is a proud sponsor of the Morning Blend.